Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Chelsea. Away at West Ham today before we travel up to Glasgow to take on Celtic at Parkhead. So without further ado, we've been on a decent run of form recently. Unfortunately, Matic suspended for this one. So Chalobah will come into the midfield. Timo Werner can come onto the bench, having served his suspension for his horror challenge against Spurs. We're gonna bring Christensen back in ahead of Victor Lindelof, and the team will be Courtois, Zuma, Luiz, Christensen, Azpilicueta, Alonso, Musonda, Chalobah, Hazard, Asensio and Lewandowski. So that'll be the team for today. Hopefully we can get another good victory under our belt here. Just set everything up. Okay, so Chalobah now playing the ball to Musonda. Musonda with a nice touch, playing it forward to Marcus Alonso. Switching the play to Chalobah. Chalobah to Asensio, who pokes it forward. Some good possession to start the game. Musonda not exactly in tip-top condition, but he's been in good form, so he got the nod to start the game today. Be interesting to see how Musonda and Chalobah get on as a pair in the middle. Rather dull start to the game. Looking statistically good for us, but we aren't creating anything. As Luiz enters the book. And now Courtois' free kick out to Zuma. Good ball inside to Musonda. Asensio takes a decent touch, spreads it to Alonso. Good ball back to Chalobah. First time to Hazard now, running forward at them. Drives it, but it's well wide of the goal in the end. Goal kick to be taken now by Darren Randolph. He goes out short to Evans. He plays it to Cresswell. West Ham clearly trying to play football the right way. Snodgrass now. Ball intercepted by Hazard though. Pinches it, playing it to Asensio. They're trying to move quickly. Asensio with a long range shot. And it's equally as far wide as Hazard's in the other direction. And that's poor. If that's a sign of how we're taking our shots today, then no wonder we're not getting much joy. It's out to Font by Randolph, across to Evans. He'll find Cresswell, and they're having some good joy spreading it out wide down the left. Snodgrass now turning inside, trying to switch the play. A great ball actually over to Feghouli. Alonso has to look lively here. Fegouli's done him. Ball in low. Oh, and it's off the post by Caleri. Really, really poor from Alonso there. Tried to make the challenge on Feghouli, got done. And it's inches that have kept us from going behind there. And that's Nampi Mendy in the book. David Luiz playing it to Musonda now. Nice shifty movement. Hazard now. Asensio. Good move by Alonso. Keeper really should be coming for that. Of course, in real life, keeper comes for that all day. But I suppose we'll take it. Marcus Alonso puts us one up. And this will put us back to the summit of the league. For Man United play, of course. Noble's ball in, headed away. It will come to Feghouli. He'll cushion it down for Noble. Has another chance to try and deliver it. Great ball actually picks out Cresswell. And the two left backs are on the score sheet. An absolute thunderbolt from Cresswell into the top corner. 1-1 just before half time. But a couple of poor performances today actually. Once again Lewandowski letting us down as Cresswell taking the free kick. We're just over the allotted time for injury time. West Ham pressing here. Feghouli now moving into a position to take a shot. It's well wide. Even game here though, as the referee blows for a half-time whistle. You've got to tell them that we're not happy with that. You know, they're not doing the business. Musonda can come off. He's rather tired and not been playing that well. Willian can actually come on there. I'm going to give Werner the next 45. He's been good for a goal pretty much every time he's played this season. Lewandowski's been consistently poor for a while now, so I'm going to give the young man a chance. As Mendy finds Cresswell in far too much space once again. Snodgrass mowed over by Chalobah, and Azpilicueta beats Cresswell to the ball. That's good play winning the ball back, but a terrible ball. Cresswell heads it away. Snodgrass can't trap it. Azpilicueta to Chalobah. Willian now moves it to Asensio. Quick ball forward to Werner, who has Alonso out wide if he uses him. And he's lost it to Noble. Reed now with a little flick to Font, who can spray it out wide to Figuli far too easily. Figuli once again leaves Alonso in his wake. Nobody closes him down. Ball in. Caleri's header. 2-1. I mean, you have to ask the defence there. Absolutely at 6s and 7s. First of all, Alonso absolutely roasted. And then second of all, no defender comes out. Christensen makes the wrong decision to stay. Not good enough. Now Reed with the throw in. Honestly, on the balance of the game, I can't deny West Ham this. They've clearly been the better side. Obiang to Noble, who takes a good touch. Finds Snodgrass, who can probably bend one from away out there. Finds Evans though. And again, it's Cresswell, who's had an absolute stormer today. Beats his man. Crossing it low. Deflected. And Obiang makes it 3-1 to West Ham, who've been by far the better side. We're really going to have to get more aggressive now. There's Asensio whipping in a free kick, which really needs to lead to a goal. Zuma will nod it on. Oof, and it loops over Darren Randolph and in. Mistake by the goalkeeper, you say, but we're back in it. Not good though. Since that goal, we've done absolutely nothing. I will take David Luiz off for Batshuayi, and I'm going to throw the two youngsters up front. At this point, we might as well do it. You might as well get caught and lose 5-2, then sit back and accept 3-2. Chalobah goes into the book, and it looks like West Ham are just preparing themselves. Yep, for a siege. Yep, absolutely no issue. Since Zuma's looping header crept into the corner, absolutely no action. 3-2 for West Ham. And again, it seems like 2 steps forward and 1 step back this season. Some great results on the trot, and then we go and do that. Really, there's work to be done with this squad, clearly. Clearly work to be done. Rest of the games, Crystal Palace, through a 92nd minute Benteke goal, hand United their first defeat of the season. We could be top of the league right now if we didn't blow the game there. Thankfully, Spurs also slip. 2 late goals actually give Arsenal a win away at Watford, and Man City win again, which continues their climb up the table after a poor start. Absolutely terrible though. With the other teams slipping up this weekend, it's a case of what could have been had we not blown it. Hey, Ugbo scores as Barnsley win 3-1 or 3. I mean, he honestly looks like he could become something. I hope he can. He was a good project for me in season 1. Very, very raw stats. But if he hones in on those stats, develops them all, he could be a great poacher. Ola Enya is a relatively similar player. Got really, really good physical stats. Got a couple of vital stats. Good first touch, good long throws, good tackling. Other than that, technically wanting. But if he continues to develop some of those technical stats and the mental stats in addition to his crazy physical stats, maybe he could become something as well. Yeah, we have to focus on attack and movement against Celtic. We simply just have to go to Celtic Park and turn them over. Is it still Brendan? It is still Brendan Rodgers that's their manager. Where are they in the league? They're 3rd in the league. My God, they're 4 points behind Aberdeen. Okay. The AI makes a hash of Celtic quite often, and I don't know how they manage it, to be honest. They're pretty much the simplest team you can play as in the entire game. Alright, let's do this then. Do you know what, let's try something different again. Let's try this 2 striker formation. Courtois, Azpilicueta, Zuma and Luiz, I guess. have been the two most consistent. Alonso, who's wanted by Real Madrid now, that's interesting. What's he worth? 29.5. Maybe I would sell him, I don't know. In the middle, Matic and Chalobah. Interesting that Christensen's actually rated better than him there. On the right, we'll go with Willian. On the left, we'll go with Hazard. And the strikers will go with Lewandowski and Timo Werner. However, I will allow Werner to be an advance forward. Lewandowski, I think, is able to do all the link-up play in there since he's a classy player. Clearly just sticking to the... Oh crap, I forgot to pick any subs. Oh dearie me. That's the problem with... That's the problem with clearing the whole team selection and then never reading the pop-up boxes. More full me. Pocognoli throws it to Sinclair. Good ball back to Brown, who shoots. David Luiz clears though. Lewandowski will pick her up. He has an option over the top for Werner, but he does just hold the ball out there on the right. Shifts it to Willian, who finds Chalobah now inside to Hazard. Had an option there. Gave it away. Scott Brown. Ali Reza, I'm not entirely sure who that is. Alonso with a really poor pass. Lustig pinches it. Back for Ali Reza. Pinched by Hazard. Ali Reza manages to take it off him. Crondelli now losing it to Chalobah. Very scrappy game. Through to Werner and Lewandowski. What can he do with it now? He's running hard at the defence. Plays it to Hazard. Can he get it back across for Lewandowski? He gets it to the back stick for Matic, who's hut the bar. And Axel Tuanzebe can clear for Celtic. But a good start, if a scrappy start. Lustig to Crondelli now. Crondelli to Brown. To Griffiths. Griffiths out wide for Sinclair. Got an overlap, yep, Pocognoli. They must have watched the tapes of us getting ripped by Cresswell. Brown now, out wide to Lustig. More space than he should have. In for Griffiths, and it's came back to Ali Reza, who's hit the post. Good start by Celtic, I suppose. It's not a booking for David Luiz, thankfully. But it's really not went as well as I expected it to. I expected to be on the front foot early on here. It's been a relatively even game. And another Celtic free kick. Azpilicueta manages to get away with a talking to as well, but we're kind of putting the boot into them. As Crondelli will take the Celtic corner, and it comes. Courtois will flap at it, and Leigh Griffiths will nod it in. I'm really thinking about Courtois now. Over the 2 seasons, he's made far too many mistakes. Isaac Hayden in the book for Celtic. Bogdan's their goalkeeper, bloody hell. Alonso hits it forward, Hayden away, picked up by Chalobah. We need a goal before half time. Hazard picking it up out wide left. Running at the middle of them, beats a couple, back to Matic. Willian now has a ball there for Lewandowski. Can he find Werner back stick? Lewandowski crosses it low. Hazard, Werner blocked and cleared. Tenacious play from Celtic there in defence. David Luiz hits it forward, but we're not going to get anything out of that one. It's been a really dull game so far. Poor performances from Lewandowski and Werner. Can't find a striker on any sort of form. Hazard in the book. Bogdan now, and of course we can't make any changes because I screwed that up. Crondelli now being closed down. Ali Reza forward for Griffiths, takes it in. Matic wins it from him, good play that. Luiz. Decent ball to Hazard, into Chalobah. Matic, Willian, good movement. Come on Willian, do something. Inside, there you go, Chalobah. Moves it to Werner, can he find Lewandowski? Can he get it back to him? Here's Alonso now. And Hazard for Werner, space to shoot. And as usual, when he gets space to shoot, he gets himself a goal. Good play. But we need another. Hazard really in bad shape now, only at 70% as we go into half time. I'm going to encourage them. Tell them to keep going out there. But I am going to turn it push forward. Need to go for the throat here. Willian losing it to Hayden. It's a throw into us deep in Celtic half, but I don't expect to come to anything. Nope. A bit more time passing now. Frank Tabanu now on for Celtic. A really boring second half. A draw here would really disappoint me. Kind of counted on beating Celtic both games. Of course, the win in Madrid against Atletico was a bonus, but if we then screw that up by failing to take 3 points here, that'll be super disappointing. Come on. Yep, Kraneviter gives Atletico the lead against Leverkusen in Madrid. I feel at this point my decision not to put any... My mistake in not putting any of the substitutes on the bench has obviously cost me here. Couldn't change anything, just had to go as it was. Second half, my god. Absolutely nothing created. And at this point, I guess I can only apologise for anybody who's actually watched this episode. Torrid football from us. Just when I said at the start of the episode, I thought we were getting a little bit of momentum on the go, and my god, has it collapsed. There's basically nobody in this team that I can count on to be a consistent performer. Starting right at the back, a lot of them have had horrible showings. Can't get a midfield pairing together that I trust. Strikers not doing the business. Got a keeper at the back who, my god. You only trust him to catch the cold. However, on that solemn note, we're going to have to leave it off here. A really bad episode, a loss in the league when we were ahead, and a failure to win one of the easiest European games you'll get. However, we do have 4 home games on the bounce now. Liverpool, then Bournemouth in the Cup, then Palace, then Celtic. Next episode it will be Liverpool and Bournemouth, so hopefully we can bounce back from this shambles of an episode, and next time it will be a bit more enjoyable. I hope you've managed to get some sort of enjoyment out of this, certainly more so than I have at least. If you drop down below and leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next time when we take on Liverpool.